Hello and good evening. This is Terry Allen. It is August 10th, 2020. I have been driving all day, so I got a chance to listen to a lot of YouTube videos. Particularly, I've been listening to Sean Atwood. He's an investigator. He's written several books, and he's been following the Jeff Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell case. And there is an ex-CIA agent. His name is Robert David Steele. If you can listen to some of these videos, and I'm going to put links on this video, you will be shocked. This case, how it permeates our society. This pedophile blackmail ring has been going on for 3 decades. The Mossad is involved in this at a very high level. Ghislaine Maxwell is actually a Mossad agent. She was actually, from what I'm seeing now, is she was the one that's running this operation. Jeff Epstein was groomed to be in this position, but she was the one that was in charge of all of this. Her father, Maxwell, the millionaire that ran I don't remember which publication, but he had an empire based on newsprint and newspapers and media, and he was a Mossad agent too. What they have been doing over the decades is they have been blackmailing politicians, judges, and prosecutors by getting them wrapped into this child sex scandal. They are welcomed into these situations. They are brought in because of people like Prince Andrew was a poster boy for making this seem legitimate. This is at a very high level. Many people are involved. I don't know if this is ever going to come to light, everything that went on. I mean, there's some really good people out there that have integrity that are trying to chase this down, but at a very high level, this case is trying to get squashed. So one thing I've been figuring out is that the CIA was actually created by Allen Dulles and was created after World War II, and it was supposed to be a storehouse or an agency that could take all the different intelligence sources and put things together and analyze it and make sure that we had things that were that we had good intelligent information on what was going on in the world so that we could protect our country. But what it's looking like the CIA was actually designed was a drug running, sex and pedophile protection ring from the very beginning. You had J. Edgar Hoover was also a pedophile, and he was the one that began all of this blackmailing operation. They would take pictures, they would of compromising situations with different politicians and judges. They would wrap them into these situations where they thought that they were safe and they would have a good time. The CIA was involved in the drug running that going on in Vietnam. We have an evil organization of people at the top of this country that are making billions of dollars. They are running fraudulent operations out of Wall Street. There is about $100 trillion of ill-gotten gains on Wall Street and different billionaires that the government, if we had the integrity, the FBI, if we were able to get access to this, well, we've got the information. That's the interesting thing, is the NSA has been monitoring phone calls and emails and texts for 15 years. They have all the evidence. They have all the phone calls. They've got all the information. It just needs to be analyzed with some integrity of some people that can't be bought, that can't be compromised. And somehow we need to, as Donald Trump said, drain the swamp. There's so much information out there that I'm not even exactly sure what to believe yet, because on one side you have the Bush crime family. Pretty much everybody knows about that. Then on the other side you've got the Clinton crime family. Apparently the CIA had set up Arkansas as the focal point of where the drugs were coming in, the weapons were going out. You had the children that were being brought in as sex slaves from compromising situations like orphanages. There's even a story about certain Mormons actually having children without birth certificates so that they could be selling these children. I mean, there's some unbelievable stuff that's being uncovered. There's a gentleman that wrote a book about the Franklin case that was crushed. The prosecutor was killed. His 8-year-old son was also killed in a plane crash. Let's see if I can find his name here. Let's see. His name is Nick Bryant. He's written several books about this. He's been investigating the Franklin case for a long time, and now it's tied into the Epstein case. I don't know if this is ever going to come out completely, but this is the oligarchy. This is the demon that we must destroy, that we must put a stake through its heart. If we were able to take down the criminal activities that are going on in Wall Street with the Mossad and the CIA and all this money, these slush funds of billions and billions of dollars, this money is being sucked out of our economy. It's being sucked out of our infrastructure, our school systems, our hospital systems. The working class are being decimated. Our incomes haven't gone up in 30 years based, if you compare it against inflation. There is plenty of money to go around in this country for everyone to live a decent life. But the 1% are stealing it all. They're taking it out of the system. And if we don't stop this, it's never going to end, and it's only going to get worse. Look what's going on with Congress. Congress and the Senate obviously are compromised. And Joe Biden is part of it. There's the guy that runs Bain Capital now used to be part of the company that was started by that famous Mormon politician. You know his name. He used to run Bain Capital, and now Mitt Romney, he knows the information about what's been going on in the Mormon community. He knows about this. The guy that's running Bain Capital now is putting millions of dollars into the Joe Biden campaign. What in the fuck is going on here? You've got both sides corrupted. We need to find some people with integrity. What it's seeming to be is that the general that was taken out, Flynn, that got investigated and was being spied upon by the Democratic Party, by Obama, and by Biden. It looks like what was going on with the FISA courts and this, is part of this whole Epstein case also. This is all lumped into one evil cabal. This is insane. This is madness. I'm going to put links at the bottom of this YouTube video so that you guys can watch some of this stuff, and your jaws are going to drop. How this is permeating into our society. We have hundreds of thousands of children that go missing every year in the world. And this seems to be where they're going. They're being bribed with money. They're being hooked on drugs. They're being used as sex slaves. They're being passed around through the oligarchy. And then when they get used up, they get thrown out on the street. Most of them are drug addicts. They've just lost their incentive for life. They're completely compromised and messed up in the head. No one's going to believe anything that they say. We've got people like Virginia Giuffre that is a hero. She will not give up. There are other people that were involved in the past that will not give up, and they can't give up. This needs to end. We can transform this country into a livable place for the working class, but we've got to destroy this pedophile, illegal operation, the transactions that are going on. There's the Goldman Sachs. You've got Deutsche Bank involved. You've got the Credit Suisse. You've got UBS. There's bank after bank after bank that's involved in these operations of drug money laundering. This is amazing what's going on. You got to watch these videos, and you're going to just be shocked at how much information there is out there, and it's not going anywhere. I guarantee you that if you and I molested somebody, we would be in jail for life. But these people, their names are named, they're in the books, and nothing's happening. Bill Clinton was on that island. There's several witnesses. He was a pedophile. Even Hillary was involved. Apparently, she liked young girls also. This is insane. They have tunnels on Little St. James Island. There were tunnels under the ground where they were performing satanic rituals with children. They have spent millions of dollars to destroy these tunnels and try to cover up all this information. What was going on. There's videos of some of the things that were going on. Some of these people are pure evil. They are drinking children's blood. They will completely terrorize the child, kill them when their adrenaline is saturated into their blood, and then they will drink this. I mean, you guys probably think I'm crazy, but this stuff goes on. The royal families of Europe were involved. They are insane. They believe in this satanic power that they get from these rituals. And we need to be rioting in the streets over this. The Black Lives Matter movement, yes, we have a situation that's very bad, but there's nobody in the streets rioting or protesting about the permeation of our society by this evil, because the news media won't talk about it. Remember that the hot mic, I don't remember the girl's name. She was a reporter, and she said, I've had this information for 3 years, and the network wouldn't publish it, wouldn't broadcast it. So obviously, the major news media is involved. There's so much money going around. There's so much blackmail going around. So many people are compromised. that there needs to be an uprising in this country against this. What do we have to do? What do we need to do to end this, to make people know about what's going on and uncover this stuff and bring it out to light and end it? What must we do? Do we have to burn Washington, D.C. to the ground? What's the answer? I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on YouTube. I am shocked that we even have YouTube. There's something weird about that. There's somebody good out there that's keeping YouTube alive, because that's the only place that you're going to find good videos with the truth. And if we lose YouTube and we lose the internet, we're finished. We're done. There's no way to get to the population, because people don't read anymore. They don't read books. So I am going to sign off. I am going to post some of the links at the bottom of this video so that people can click on them and read or watch some of this stuff for themselves. It's incredible. So I bid you good night. This is Terry Allen, the Radical Progressive. And by God, I'm going to have to get more radical. We need to be in the streets. We need to take this government down, because it's covering up for the evil that's going on in this country. So, we'll talk tomorrow. Have a good night.